Hey, so thanks very much, guys, for joining us on our trip. Around 26 days before we got back home from Joburg. We were really focused on the top part this time of Namibia. We really wanted to go against the Angola border, and that was really our focus. So really, after going back to Apoa, the plan was just to do a few interesting things as we went home. One of them we kind of had on our list was just to go to Varamkwela, spend a bit of time there and see what it looked like. The road back from Apoa down to Varamkwela, Sesfontein, and then we stayed over a night or two at the warm springs, or so-called alleged warm springs, where we met up with Wayne and Vic and Dietmar. Again, we had met them in Apoa. If you ever meet Vic, ask him about the side warning on his vehicle. It's quite an interesting story. But anyway, we finished up. We went down into the Hoornib River. We were hoping for to see a bit of elephant and maybe some lion even. There were some reports there. We stopped over at the elephant camp just after the entrance, and the guy was quite confident that we would see. So we actually spent kind of 2 nights or 2 days, I guess, in that riverbed. Pretty impressive. The rains in April. We were there in the June, and the rains in April had really done their damage there. Lots and lots of brush right up against the top of the trees and against the edges. We had seen very, very recent evidence of elephants. We camped, I would say, halfway down after, I think it's called President's Pool. Actually the first night we stayed halfway down. The second night we stayed near President's Pool, or just past President's Pool. And we had seen lots of evidence, but we really didn't see any elephants directly, which was a bit of a pity. But an interesting drive. The river is pretty wide, and you've got a few choices to take. But some of those anna trees that you see are just incredible. We were obviously a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see any of the elephant. We saw giraffe, we saw wildebeest, we saw gemsbok on the way down. But a very, very interesting drive. And then obviously, getting through this kind of narrow section is one of the things that was pretty interesting. Seen lots of video with water here, kind of gushing through here. Luckily for us, a little bit drier, but still pretty tight. Anyway, we camped over halfway, and then ended up driving through out of the riverbed. So I guess another 50-60 k's to get out of the riverbed, and then over a real moonscapey type arrangement. And then we took quite a long time inside that Palmbach concession. Some pretty interesting driving, lots and lots and lots of kind of ups and downs, some wild camping opportunities. And then kind of once you get out there, as you start to drive out, you get almost this moonscape type of arrangement. These red rocks that you can't drive on them, so I'm guessing somebody painstakingly went and cleared them for many kilometers to make this road that you drive through. They might have even done it with a bulldozer or a grader or something, but it's almost like moonscape with these white trees And then you go through these kind of little valleys where you get some grass and very, very, very scared springbuck or gemsbok, which run a mile away. But it is an absolutely moonscape type of place to go to. We drove down through this for, I guess, most of the day, and we were really, kind of just winding our way back to Joburg, which was, still another 1,000 something k's from here. So out through the valley down to Palmbach, and we spent our last night there at Palmbach. Wayne and Vic and Dietmar, really good traveling companions. We had some nice conversations and good times with them. I can see that they're pretty good travel companions and enjoy themselves, and we enjoyed the time. So thanks for that, guys. The main thing for us now was to do one or two more things. We had no time constraint, but we really wanted to make sure that we had done some of the major items. So as for all, we decided we were not going to plan or book anything on this trip, and we didn't. So our last morning at Palmbach, Wayne and Dietmar and Vic had gone on back to Cape Town. So we decided, we'll go down to Ace. We'll go see the organs, White Lady, a couple of other things. We didn't really know where to stay. Ace is a little town, but we ended up at this Durab Isab. What a find. It was just amazing, so nice. We stayed 2 nights. It was just the most pleasant place. I'll let Corin speak a little bit about the place. It was absolutely amazing.
Just arrived in Ace at the Dorp Arbus something or another lodge. There's 5 campsites, but we've decided just to take a little room, and it is just actually quite amazing. Let me show you. Just close here. Wash-up area. There's our lovely shower area. It's the basin, and the loo is around the door. And it's fully equipped. Stunning little place. And this is inside. It also comes with a little fridge.
Yeah, it was so great that we spent 2 nights there, and had a great last evening. Beautiful sunset, lovely place, and then just took the very, very long drive back to Joburg. So thanks to everybody watching. Hopefully the family enjoyed it. Cheers, guys.